Hey, welcome to Jess's escape adventure. Now everyone's at the worst party ever. Jesse was knocked down mercilessly by the masked man. Despite his pleas, the masked man seemed to enjoy the no-shooting game. However, just when the masked man lost interest, Jesse found himself in what felt like an unfair wrestling. He rolled around like he was performing a grand escape show. Finally, he managed to escape from this boring wrestling match, all the while thinking, this is just too funny. After several rounds of conflict, Jesse became a weapon collector, and the axe became his new favorite. He asked who the masked man was, but the masked man replied with some nonsensical lyrics. Jesse finally escaped this farce, becoming the last survivor on the ship, wondering, why am I the only one left? As he stood expressionless, a burst of musical fear suddenly struck, plunging him into confused philosophical thought. Subconsciously, he found himself walking over to the record player, gazing at the spinning records, when suddenly a thought crossed his mind. If only I had spent the money to buy a ticket. As he panicked, a commotion sounded outside, and he thought, not another party, right? After calming down, he entered the deck, only to see everyone's actions were like a script rerun. As the key slipped, it seemed to mark his moment of frog diving, and everyone started to move towards. Suddenly, he realized that the person he missed in the banquet hall looked just like him. He tried to escape, but Victor caught up, playing detective and asking, "What's going on with you?" Jesse helplessly explained, "The me below and the me here are having a horrifying twin party." Victor merely chuckled contemptuously, as if to say, "This plot is just ridiculous." Jesse, too, started panicking like a real-life Spider-Man, hoping Victor could believe him. Victor, however, took it as a funny joke and was completely indifferent. In the end, Victor was pushed to the last step and ran into the ghost nail. Jesse was dumbfounded, completely unaware that he was an unintentional killer. Amid the chaos, Jesse discovered a mountain of notes, each saying, "Don't board." He found the handwriting oddly thrilling and thought, could it really be me? Seeing papers all over the floor, he felt an instant chill and thought, am I being pranked? There were identical necklaces in the sewer. Was it the lost treasure? Opening the closet, Jesse saw the masked man's outfit and instantly understood he had to clarify this phantom party. His mind was nearing collapse, and he pondered poetically, perhaps the only bullets could offer me the liberation I seek. He decided to change the plot, save himself and others, like a hero, filling his magazine and returning to the dining room. He confronted a bleeding Victor like a collision of trees and eagles, finally diffusing the crisis. But Victor, seeing two Jesses, completely broke down, thinking, I really shouldn't have come to this party. Rays out again, like the party's finale, Lisa lunges, but halts seeing Jesse too armed. Jesse too seized the opportunity, pushing Lisa away from himself, avoiding getting hit. He countered the masked man, injuring him, and the masked man had no choice but to retreat in shame, as if saying, this is an endless prank. Donnie was perplexed, asking Jesse, why are you in such a hurry? Jesse then issued heavy weapon instructions. As soon as Jesse left, Donnie fired a shot, and the masked man dramatically removed his mask, revealing Jesse 3. This guy had been hiding on the ship, like an invisible hero, arriving long before. He walked coldly towards Donnie, thinking, boys, follow me, adventure time is here. Donnie and the other person, scared, followed him, starting, this is a plot I can't figure out. But Jesse 3 took the opportunity to deliver a fancy cut to Donnie in room 237. Fortunately, Donnie held off Jesse 3, while Lisa took a knife and escaped, like a dramatic rerun. Miraculously, Lisa fled all the way to the equipment room, calling out loudly, help, send help. But Jesse followed closely, and Lisa found a horrifying scene at the corner, more thrilling than a horror movie. In a terrifying party, Lisa's corpses were everywhere while she was still struggling feebly. Jesse was shocked, yet he walked over to Lisa, saying, don't worry, I'm not the guy you think I am. At that moment, a sound of fighting came through, and when Jesse stood up, He thought, this is truly a ghost. When she checked Lisa again, she found her breathless, thinking, this is a horrific prank. A new batch of party members prepared to board. Was a new cycle starting? There are still 3 Jesses on the ship, and the newcomer will be called Jessie now, for Jessie has truly had enough. He immediately aimed to shut down the cruise ship's engine, hoping that this party would end soon. Finally, he left a note in room 237 saying, "Don't let them board," preparing for the coming final battle.